morning, everybody. You're watching Echowood Holsteins YouTube channel. We are spraying right now. Haven't planted anything yet, but we're spraying and killing the cover crops. They're pretty tall. They're almost up to my waist in spots. Not always, but it's getting pretty big out there. So just mixing the sprayer here this morning. Got Roundup, and we mixed that with a product called Hellfire. And the Hellfire just makes the Roundup stick on the plant and work better. So my pump quit. Got kind of a mess here. This pump was leaking water, and these pumps are just problematic. I've never had very good luck with them. But needed a 100-gallon jet, so I just got the hose in here in the sprayer. Filled that up while I went and changed clothes from the barn and got something to eat. And then we're gonna go keep spraying. Yesterday we sprayed like 300 acres. So we pretty much sprayed everything so far that's gonna be soybeans, because we're gonna start planting soybeans shortly. And I'm just worried that rye is gonna get too tall, and 'cause it's pretty big. So yeah, the sprayer's just about full. With the cocktail mix, I got the agitation going. Oh yeah, she's getting up here. So I think we're gonna take this hose out and get going.
Hey guys, so today I am disking, just took over for Keith. Craig is spreading gypsum or whatever on fields. He was just in here a little bit ago. I think he had to go refill, or he finished, but Dad's spraying. Yeah, just got home from school a little bit ago. So it's really nice out and hot. I'm in the Steiger Landau. I believe it's a 36-foot disc. So things are going smooth. Just nothing to it but to do it. Let's get into it.
We are on our way to the first field here this morning for spraying. We got it on the new tractor on the 315. Got the hydraulics up right now. That doesn't need to be up, but actually I got to turn them on motor mode. So in order to make them run continuous, you got to put it in float, then you got to turn motor mode on. There it is. And then take it back out, and then it should run. But number 2, this blue one, that moves all the booms and everything. And number 1, the red one, makes the hydraulic pump run, and that's what is pushing the chemical or your spray mix out of the sprayer into the booms and the nozzles, everything like that. So yeah, we're gonna spray this tower field. Last night I did 1 round around the outside, and my tires were really wet, and that's not ideal. It was almost dark. That's not ideal for Roundup. You want the sun to be shining, and you want it dry so that the plant sucks that Roundup in, that chemical in, and kills it. Because if it's already wet, it's it's not going to get as strong of a dose. Then you're kind of wasting chemical, or it might not even work very well. So thought I just better wait till this morning, come back and do it the right way. So we're not going to respray that round we did already. It was 9 acres, 1 round. But we'll continue from where we left off. And hopefully my GPS starts back up from that spot. All right, so we're gonna unfold the sprayer now. This I'm gonna open this so you can see better. So I just turned the hydraulic on. This sprayer, the boom's unfold a little bit different. You gotta be really careful because, I mean, they're up there. Those highline wires behind this, I'm gonna pull ahead a little more because if my vision is off a little bit, hit that wire, might fry the camera, might fry the GoPro, and myself. You guys wouldn't even be able to see it. So, yeah, it's kind of a slow process. Maybe it would be a good thing for fast forward through all this, or speed it up. Yeah, those right there, those gotta be like probably 24 feet in the air. Maybe more than that. Yeah, that would be bad news on a highline wire. You gotta be careful of that kind of stuff on the farm. Oh, I forgot about something. So we've been waiting on new nozzles. The nozzles we had, we can't go that fast because it builds too much pressure. And then builds too much pressure, and then it turns into more like a really fine mist, or more like a cloud, because you're pushing so much pressure. So we got two sizes up on nozzles. It's kind of breezy today, so this will help. This will help so that we can go faster, but still keep the pressure down. So we just got to turn these. These brown ones are the ones. Brown ones are the ones we just got. No. We were spraying the 03s. The blue ones. The brown ones are 05s. So I'm kind of excited to try this. I think there's, I'm not actually exactly sure on the number, but there's several, 50 maybe, every 20 inches. And it's, the sprayer boom's 1080, 1080 inches, so it'd be like what? How many inches? How many? 54, I think. 52 or 54. Some of them have a nice click, so you know they're in, but those last few have not. There, that one clicks like a click, click, there. Click, click. For some reason, that section did not do that. I don't know. That one ain't, well, a little bit. This one doesn't click at all. Click, click. Click, click. Oh, that, see, though, I like that, because then you know it's kind of in where it's supposed to be. No click. Click. No click. Anyhow, I think you understand what I'm doing here. Got to turn every single one. And this boom, sprayer boom, is 90 feet long. So you got to go all. This one's missing this nozzle right here, but that's all right because it's not. Nothing's going to come out of these two. It's only going to come out the bottom one. Okay, so we got all the nozzles turned. We're going to go in there and try it. See what happens. Okay, and I think we're actually going to have to wait until we get going. I got a bunch of junk in that glove. I better get that off. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff here to start to spray. We got our hydraulics on motor. So now we got to go to sprayer. And I got to figure out how to get more. So this system on here, our spraying system, it shuts off when you go over something that's done already. So I don't know what it's called. It runs through the ISO bus on the tractor and the GPS. Not sure what it's called. Mueller Electronic. Okay, so our GPS is on. That's that green light there. This means the ISO bus is ready. But I got to figure out how to turn it up. Oh, I remember. I remember now. Remember seeing it. How do you get to it though? It's on, let's go to GPS. Let's go to maps. Alright, rate 1, rate 2. Hey, we found it. There it is. Alright. Yeah, cool. That's what we want, is 15 gallons. Like I said, we were spraying. It's hot in here. I got to turn. Probably because that back window's open. We were spraying 12.5 gallons, but as tall as that some of that rye is, I think we better jump it up to 15. So that's what we're doing. Breakfast of champions here. 52 ounces of fruit. Smoothie. Good stuff. Anyhow, so we could actually start right. We're pretty much on line here. Okay, well, so to turn the sprayer pump on, it's this red button. Push that forward. Oh, I forgot. I know what we forgot. I forgot. Forgot to turn the vegetation off. Sprayer go on. That'll suck too much flow to leave that agitation on. Alright, gonna try these nozzles out. Okay, so this is our GPS button. I hit that, warning comes up, you gotta agree to it. Okay, so there it took it. So now it's gonna take us to the line. Looks like this one line right here, it's a different color green is where we're going. So we're gonna go there, we got this on, we got sprayer. This is a sprayer switch. So we gotta make sure this is on, and that's on now. Okay, give it a little throttle. Alright. Let's go, see what happens. I don't think anything's coming out. Alright. Product. Why is nothing coming out? Oh, now it should be. What? Oh, this is a switch. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Like I say, it's high tech. Well, at least they're all spraying. Looks like a nice pattern. Maybe we gotta gain some speed here with them big nozzles. Good to me. Okay, so here is our map that we're mapping this as we're going over it. The outside green line is what I did last night. Now we just went in the middle of the field and we're going back and forth a couple times. Something wasn't right when we started on that last pass. That's why it's not green all the way to the end. So we're gonna go get that next. But I don't know, the nozzles, they're definitely bigger droplets coming out. We're running lower pressures. We're only running 40 PSI. We're going like 7 miles an hour, doing 15 gallons the acre. I honestly think we could go a little faster. Let me see here, go to sprayer. We're running 14.8. I'm gonna rev the tractor up a little bit and see what happens. Okay, so it went up a little bit. Now let's speed up to 8. 8 miles an hour. That's over here. Okay, now when we get to the end, it's gonna beep and then the sprayer is gonna shut off. So it's gonna, right now it's on, you're gonna hear a beep, and then it's gonna shut off there. See how there's nothing coming out of the booms right now. So let's go turn around. Okay, then we're gonna hit this GPS button. It should take us right back on this pass that we started on. And it should start spraying here. Go to maps. Shoot. GPS. Okay, you can see we're coming down the top of the screen there. We're just finishing filling this section in. Then it should beep when it shuts off. Actually, no, it doesn't beep. But the sprayer is shut off. The beep, okay, the beeping is all the GPS. The sprayer system isn't beeping at me at all. When it gets toward the end of the field, it beeps. Tells you, hey, wake up, you're here. In case you're sleeping or something. Not sleeping, but don't, daydreaming. Shouldn't be with a sprayer though. So we've probably got about pretty close to 900 acres to spray now. And then once it crop gets growing, we got to spray it again. So you spray it, we spray right at planting, even though we didn't plant yet. The reason we're spraying is because it's a little bit wet to be planting, but this rye is getting so tall that we don't want to get much bigger. It can affect corn a little bit if it gets too big. So we want to kill it, and we got some time right now because we really shouldn't be planting. But on the other hand, we would rather wait. Just turn GPS on here. We would rather wait until the corn is planted, but it's just one of them years where the rye is getting ahead. Like here, whoa, the tractor, something up with this tractor. It just all of a sudden lurches at me. But we drag line this field this spring. That's why some of this rye, it looks pretty tough here. Call this our tower field. We ran it. But it's getting windy out there too. Glad we got the bigger nozzles. So what we can do is go get some drift retardant and put that in the tank shed, and that really helps a lot. We might have to do that because the wind is really picking up. I'm a little concerned about that. So anyhow, yeah, we got all that ground to spray, but it's a little wet to plant. So bottom line is, can't sit around and do nothing. Go get in the sprayer, get her sprayed, and then plant. And this tractor, it keeps like shutting down, like, and then it comes right back on its own. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay, so right here, this switch here, this turns this green button, this green icon will be red if it's not on. And then we got a 4-section sprayer. This is saying all 4 sections are spraying. So if we were at the end of the field, we only had a little bit left, there could only be 1 or maybe 2 on. But it does that all automatically. No, I'm sure you guys have seen sprayers in the field, and they got this white foam or pink foam or whatever color they got. That's called foamers. And that's how you used to tell where you were. On the end of the boom, some foam would come out, and that way you would know if you were on your line or not. You just kind of every once in a while there'd be a drop of foam, and you just follow it. Well, this GPS is a lot nicer, much nicer, until it doesn't work. And then you're kind of like, now what do I do? And we've had that issue before. These are on my sprayer controls. I'm just adjusting the boom a little bit. You want to keep the boom as low as possible and your pressure as low as possible when it's windy. It's not like it's super windy right now, but for spray, it's windy enough. Okay, so now we're on the last pass of the field. This whole field will be done after this pass. You can see here that this red is on. That means that one isn't spraying. So if you look down there in the end, I don't know if, yeah, you can see it through the camera. You see how there's no spray coming out of the end one? Everything else there is. Oh, now there's spray coming, now there ain't. So it's just turns on and off in 4 sections. So depending, there might be a little bit of overlap. Actually, your overlap would be here, the dark green. So I don't know how well you can see, but once in a while there's some really dark green. That's your overlap. So I kind of got a double dose of spray. Because the boom doesn't shut off every 20 inches. It's like every 20 feet, 22.5 feet or something. Because it's 4 sections, 90-foot boom. Almost done. Okay, so you can see they're shutting off here. Okay, we just got... Okay, it looks like we're done with the field. Put it, I seen that one pop back on. Must have been just a little spot there. Oh, I know why. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We're done. That's all there is to it. We are at our last pass. You see it slowing down here? It's only the one side spraying. So another field bites the dust. So it's Tuesday night, still spraying. We got I don't know, several hundred acres sprayed today. It's been a good day. Yeah, the sprayer's working good. We're actually going 10.4 miles an hour and holding almost, well, sometimes it's over 15, but found out we can go faster. So yeah, it's going good. This is the big field up here on Ruzix. It's like 4 miles from the farm where Woods is, and this is like, we got 2 small fields after this, and then tomorrow we need to start planting beans and corn. So hopefully we can get that done. Get done spraying tonight, and then get everything switched over in the morning and give her. So that's the plan. We'll see if it works out. I gotta show you when I get on the other side. There's a 50-foot piece of mainline hose and the white sand for blowing out our manure line last fall. We did a video when it was plugged up. I'm gonna show you what that looks like after sitting over the winter. It looks like virgin sand. It's unreal. It's like you could go reuse it in a sandbox. It looks that clean. You'd never know it. Came up here in the manure. So I'll show you that in a few minutes. Okay, so we are here. This is the sand I was talking about. So last year we tried blowing this hose out, and somehow, if I remember right, this hose was full of sand, and it's still full of sand. It lay here in the middle of the field, down there, and we had so much pressure on it, and it was kind of twisted. It was rolled, and I was just afraid something bad was gonna happen, so I cut the hose off. We cut it off and blew it out, and then we put the coupler back on down here, but we'll reuse this for like a hose by the pit, between the pit pump and the first high pressure pump. But this sand here, this is crazy. From the top it looks like beach sand. I mean, it's a little bit. Wow, that is crazy. That came up in the manure. So that's like sand that it does not even smell like manure. And we haven't even had much rain. Maybe that's how we should start separating our sand. Thinking. Just wanted to point something out on this cover crop. So we took corn silage off this field last year, and then we had some ruts, so we fixed the ruts, not much. But then we no-tilled this cover crop into here. And then a couple weeks later, maybe not even, 10 days, we injected manure on this field, and a lot of manure. And look at this cover crop, still came up through the manure. I mean, it's up, it's pretty high on me. It's between my knee and my waist. So it's very, this rye is really tough stuff. It pretty much grows through anything. It's hard to kill. So, but it did its job, and I mean, the whole field looks pretty nice. There's a lot of vegetation out here, and all that manure we put on last year, it took a lot of that nitrogen and sucked it up, and then it'll release it later this year after we kill it. It'll be there for the corn. So it does a lot of good things, and it helps with soil erosion, and it's just good for the fields, especially in a no-till situation. So yeah, I'm on my last round here. Remember what I'm doing? Okay. So guys, that'll be it for today's video. It's pretty much the first day of drill field work, right? Yeah. I mean, I sprayed now for second 2.5 days, but pretty much done. Sprayed a lot. Jaren's been disking for the seedings. Keith was disking for a little bit. And tomorrow we hope to start planting beans and corn. So we'll keep you updated.
It's busy. Neighbors out there.
Yeah, neighbors are planting. Cars are going by.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
See ya.